Yeah, I always forget to do something, and today I just forgot to share out the stream onto all the stuff. But hi
Well,
guys, and welcome back to Earl Sports Bets. I'm Timothy Earle, joined with Terry Edelman, and we've got a good slate of games today. We get a Thursday night football game. We get five NBA games, a bunch of hockey games. I'll even have my draw play of the day. That's only cashed once out of the 4 times I've done it, but when they're plus three something, it's fine. But we do get a lot of stuff to go over today. Not going to go over any college basketball. If you guys have any questions about college basketball, we'll go ahead. Leave those in the comment section below and or in the chat, and we'll go over those. But we'll start off with Terry. How have you been doing? What's going on? And I'm going to go share out the stream to everybody because I forgot.
all right. Things are going pretty good. Tuesday, when I was on last, I believe that was a small winning night for me. And then I won winning night Wednesday, Tuesday. Oh, yeah, Wednesday was yesterday. Okay. Yeah, so 2 winning nights in a row for me. Yesterday was 6-1. My only loss was on Vegas in regulation. They're 9-1. They had won nine of the first 10 meetings ever in Anaheim. So they'd only lost once in Anaheim in 10 games. So it was a smart bet, even though it lost, in my opinion, because they should have been the right side, but horrible goaltending. They lost 5-4 and one loss on the day. But when you have one loss and 6 winners, who really cares about the one loss? Because the 6 winners, unless you have like 10 units on the loss and then like 1 unit on each of the winners. But no, nice winning night yesterday, and I cashed on Edmonton money line, Leafs money line. Oh yeah, Leafs money line I added late. So as soon as Elliot Friedman sent, I got his tweet that Kemper was out for Colorado, and then it would be Johansson in. I jumped right on Leafs money line, and after their Leafs won 8-3, I'm kind of regretting that I didn't do more with the Leafs, but no reason to get greedy or anything. It was a good night, and cashed both my AHL bets as well. And if you follow me on Twitter, I am now tracking my units as well as I'm tracking each individual type of bet for each sport. So just to see how I'm doing and be 100% transparent as much as I can be.
Oh yeah. So me and Nick are always about transparency. That's why all of our records scroll across the bottom. No matter if they're positive or negative, we're just going to keep rolling with them. But looking at last night, it was another positive night. Thank you to college basketball. We've been absolutely killing it in college basketball, but we'll go over the other two first. NBA was a losing night. Minnesota Timberwolves could not get it done for me. They've been on a hot streak. I decided to go with them. I almost went Washington, decided to go with Minnesota. On the wrong side of that one. Not a big deal. I had the under, and that Atlanta and Indiana game did not work out there. I think that one went like 228 or something like that. So that one barely went over, or went over by a little bit. And then I had the under for that Charlotte Milwaukee game because it was the highest total of the year so far at 231. And it went way over that. I think it went to like the 250. So I shouldn't have done that. It happens. My numbers were saying under, and I'm just going to keep riding my numbers because they've been pretty sharp this year, especially in college ball. But NBA been good as well this year. I had the over in Denver and Orlando. That one barely got there. I thought that was going to be a loser for most of the night, but over 207, was able to cash that. And then probably my favorite team right now to bet in the NBA is none other than the Cleveland Cavaliers. They get another win last night. I had them +7 and on the money line +200, and they won by like 20 last night. So it was a beautiful, beautiful game. Obviously, the line dropped from 7 down to 2.5 when Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo just went out. But hey, still a winner there. Nick had a 2-2 night, but it was profitable because he went all plus money. He had the Rangers on the puck line, which was a winner. He had Anaheim, which was a winner. Losses on Pittsburgh and Ottawa, but he went 2-2 and was up 0.7 units, so positive there. And then, of course, to the college ball. Start with the losers. There wasn't many last night. We had the over in the American Stony Brook game. Didn't quite get there. We had the over in the South Carolina Upstate and North Carolina Central game. Didn't quite get there. Had the under in Lehigh and Yale. That one missed. Marshall and Akron under wasn't even close. The Central Arkansas under. That one went over with like 30 seconds to go, so that kind of sucked. Texas Southern, we had them plus 11. They got blown out. And then we had a push last night in that Holy Cross and Central Connecticut State game. We had it at 140 and ended at 140. So those were our 6 losses in one push. We did have 13 winners in college basketball last night. Akron plus a goal and a half, plus a point and a half. They won outright. South Carolina, Coastal Carolina under was a casher. Citadel and UNC Asheville was a casher. The over in that Alabama State Dayton game was a casher. Under in LSU in Ohio was a casher. Florida Atlantic minus 4.5. Navy minus 13.5. Coastal as 7-point dogs won by like 20 points last night. So that was nice. Boston U, we had a minus 1.5. They won by 2. Barely won that one. Kennesaw State plus 4.5. I think they ended up losing by 1. Cash that one. South Alabama minus 6.5. They won by like 30. Utah Valley plus 14. Won outright against 12th ranked BYU. Unfortunately, didn't have that money line at plus 725. They won in overtime. That was kind of fun to watch. And then Wisconsin won by 4. We had a minus 3.5. So 13 winners, 6 losers, and 1 push. Me and Nick are now 185 and 124 in college ball, up 49.74 for the year. So cannot complain. Really, really, really good start to the year. I know there has not been any conference play yet, but I will definitely take a heater to start off the year. But that is everything from yesterday. We're going to go ahead, jump to the chat, and then we'll go ahead and get to some plays for today. Guy who wins money, he was in here like 50 minutes before the stream even started. So that was kind of funny. Juice everywhere today. Let's get it. Thoughts on Sacred Heart versus Lafayette, leaning Lafayette minus 2 under 144. We'll say, yeah, I would be all right with leaning towards Lafayette, and I would be all right with leaning towards Sacred Heart. None of them were enough for me to bet them. We have Lafayette as a 3-point favorite, and we have the total as a 140. So that's where we're looking for that. For sides, we want at least 4 points of value. With totals, we want 6 for right now. So neither of them were good enough for that, but I don't mind your leans. All your hockey picks. There you go. How about that over in the? I figured that it was just. It happens. I'm not really too hung up on it. It's one play, and it was the highest total of the year so far, so I'm not going to get mad at myself for missing that one. I told you to go over, but I did ride with Cavs. Cavs cashed my bet. Kraken. Yeah, Nick was against the Kraken. No, Nick didn't play that Kraken game. It was against the Red Wings. I stayed off too. Yeah. What's up, my guys? Let's get it. Let's cash today. Hit the like button, people. Show some appreciation. Subscribe and share. Dang right. Hornets should have won last night, but I think they covered your 8.5, so that's fine there. You took the Kings straight up money line, and they kicked the butt. Oh, by the way, your free picks parlay was banging. Thanks, all you guys do. Oh yeah, Terry, Wild minus 2.5.
I'll get to that game later. I have a lot of picks today, but no minus 2.5. Not for me today. But
fair enough. Suppness. All right, we got Marco's speech and we got Suppness. We're good to go. Yeah, Denver lost straight up. Yeah. I personally had the over in that game, so it cashed. But that's very, very concerning that Denver blew that big of a lead against Orlando. So I should have bet the Magic on the money line when they were down 20. Hey, you can't say that. You cannot say that. Don't be like, oh, I should have bet this. Oh, I should have bet that. Hey, count your winners. Because most of the time, if you count what you didn't get, you're going to end up you're going to only remember your losers and not your winners. So you'll end up losing more than you win if you say, oh, I should have bet Orlando on the money line. Hindsight's 2020. There you go. Sorry, I meant from our win the other day on the Wild game. Yeah, against Arizona. Against a borderline minor league team. Yeah, it was a fantastic win for the Wild.
They played their best game of the season, Tim. If you watch that
against
game,
Arizona, yeah. I'm super impressed.
Arizona played their best game of the season.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Coming off the 1-0 shutoff win, but yeah.
New website's fire. We appreciate it. Yeah, it's going good. We it's up, and if you guys want to check it out, EarleSportsBets.com. If you guys want a 7-day package for $49, normally that's $179. So that's in the link in the description. You can only get on the website. Me and Nick have actually been slamming the past little while. We're now profitable on the site again. We're profitable yesterday, last 7 days, last 30 days, and we're having a very, very good streak right now. So if you guys want to check that out. Plus we have we only have one free play up today. Oh yeah, that's right. I meant to put another free play that's supposed to be up there is the Chicago Bulls. We'll go over all the games in general. I put NBA free play and accidentally clicked premium. So whoops. But as long as you guys are watching, you'll know them anyway. Took them first half. Terry, we need to go 6-0 today. Let's go. Let's get it.
I have a lot more than 6 plays, so it's impossible for me to go 6-0, but
there you go.
I'll try my best.
Real quick, before we get into all the games, I did run some totals for some European basketball. So if you guys are interested in a little bit of European basketball, those will be my 3 plays for today. I ran my formula with them. So those start at 12 o'clock, 12:30, and 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, all in the European basketball if you guys are interested in those.
What about blind people, Tim? They might not be able to read it. Maybe you should help the blind people and read those out there. Read those names out there for them.
No, it's okay. They're all nope. I'm not gonna botch those. Kamara. Okay, Kamara has been ruled out. Got it. Thank you. Utah Valley went straight up. I had that. They were minus. They were plus. Yeah, there you go. Oh, BYU was minus 975. Yeah. Well, Terry, that's cool. Just go undefeated. Beat your 1-loss day. Exactly. How about we start off with some Thursday night football? Dallas Cowboys in New Orleans facing off against the Saints. Total of 47. Cowboys 6-point favorites. Are you interested in this one?
No, I don't like these Thursday night, Monday night. Like they don't put good game. I know they have to put every team gets one primetime game, or how does it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that each team has to get one either Thursday, Sunday, or Monday. They have to play once per season. They have to play once per season on one of those nights. So that's why we are getting some of these really crappy games, because all these crappy teams are facing each other. Dallas looked really good, but now they don't look so good. Saints are a mess. I'm probably going to tail your play there. So let's hear it.
Yeah, I'll be on the under for this one. I can see the Cowboys scoring, so I'll probably lean Cowboys as well. I'll probably put together a degenerate teaser, like a 6-point teaser of going under 53 and then tease Dallas down to a pick 'em. That might probably be the play I do as well. I'll be like Detroit Lenny and decide to do a dummy teaser. But no, I just don't see the Saints scoring in this game. Trevor Siemian, we've seen him do nothing. He hasn't really done much. Kamara's out, so that's a big chunk of that running game. We saw what happened last week when New Orleans faced a decent defense and they scored 6 points against the Bills. I could see a very similar game where Dallas wins 27-3 or something. So I'll be on the side of Dallas. I'll be on the under, lean towards Dallas as well in this game. But I just don't see the Saints doing much in this one. They just don't have the offense for it right now. They're still a possible playoff team, but they just do not have, Yep, Lex Steele is on with me. Exactly. Do the Saints even get 10 points? I don't think so. I really don't. So maybe look at a team total under. The team total for the Saints is 20.5.
Wow.
I might want to slam that under. But
20.5?
Yeah, 20.5. Only player props in this one. Pollard receiving yards and receptions have been cashing in the first half since Zeke is banged up. Dak over 286 passing yards with Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb back. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. But that is the Thursday Night Football game. We'll go ahead and run through some NBA. We get 5 games today. If you want, I could just 2-minute drill through these. Try to go through them. Do you have any plays from the NBA today?
No, but the one game I want to talk a little bit about. But otherwise,
all right. Then I'll go ahead and save that game for last. Can I do that? Yeah, I guess I could do that. I'll go ahead and put that Suns games last for you. We'll go ahead and start it off. We get the Chicago Bulls and the New York Knicks. Bulls are 2-point favorites, total of 210 in this game. RJ Barrett remains questionable for today's game with an illness. I believe it kept him. No, it did not keep him out versus the Nets, so I don't see it keeping him out versus the Bulls today. I'll personally be on the Bulls. Knicks have just been up and down, and I'm not really willing to trust this Knicks team right now. Bulls have actually been playing quite decent lately. They are 6-4 in their last 10 covering the spread, and they're 7-4 on the road and 7-4 against the spread on the road. They've just been playing a lot better than the Knicks this year. So for this one, I want to go with the Chicago Bulls minus the 2 points. We'll go ahead and keep moving on. We get the Toronto Raptors hosting the Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee's a 4-point favorite in this one, total of 215. And I really don't see a scenario where this one does not go over that low. I think that's a little bit of a low total for these two teams. I have this one projected around a 222, 223-ish. So I definitely see some value. No real significant injuries besides OG, but OG's been out for a while. I think this one can easily get into the 220s, 230s tonight. So I'm going to go over the total. I almost went Milwaukee, but seeing that they're on a second leg of a back-to-back against Charlotte, and they went crazy that game, I didn't want to go for them today. I do think that we get enough points in this game because I think that them being tired will be a lack of defense more than a lack of offense. So I'm going to go over between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Toronto Raptors over that 215. To the next game, we get the Oklahoma City Thunder at the Memphis Grizzlies. Oklahoma City Thunder is off of a back-to-back, but on the other side, Ja Morant is going to be out for the Memphis Grizzlies again, and he's going to be out for a significant amount of time. No clear timetable to his resume of play. I'm going to be back in OKC plus the 9 points. I think that's just a good spot. Even though they are on a second leg of a back-to-back, OKC is the tie now for the 4th best team against the spread. They are 13-8 against the spread this year. Only teams better than them: Golden State, Cleveland, and Chicago. So Oklahoma City, when dogs, have been covering spreads, so that is definitely a spot that I want to get to. Josh Giddey is out for Oklahoma City, but I'm not really too worried about that one. We'll skip over the Detroit and Phoenix game for right now. We'll go to the Portland and Spurs game. I personally passed on this one. Damian Lillard will remain out. It would be a lean towards the Spurs at this point, but I think you kind of missed your line. This was a 6.5 last night. It dropped down to a 5. So I'm not really too interested in going after this game. Maybe a lean towards the under. We saw what happened last night in the Portland game when Dame was out. That game went under the total. It barely hit 200, but this would be a under spot and a lean towards the Spurs, if anything. I'm not too interested in that game. But a game that I know both of us will be interested in is the Detroit Pistons at the Phoenix Suns. And the big news in this one is Devin Booker will be out for at least a few games with that hamstring injury. I and the fact that this spread went from a 12.5 down to a 12, it moved like nothing. I'll be on Detroit for this game. I just think it's another solid spot. Detroit, I think this is 12 is just too many points, especially without Booker. And I feel like this is a letdown spot for Phoenix, just because they're coming off of a big win versus Golden State. And I think that this is just going to be a little bit of a letdown spot. I think Phoenix wins, but I don't think they cover. And if we come back tomorrow and Detroit beats Phoenix and they're the team that snaps their, what is it at this point, 17-game win streak, I'm not going to say I would be surprised, but this is definitely a letdown spot. It's 17-game win streak. I wouldn't, if we came back tomorrow and Detroit won, I can't say that I'd be surprised. But this is a letdown spot for Phoenix, and not having Devin Booker, I think that Detroit has a shot in this game. So, what do you think for this one, Terry? I know you love deep-throating the Suns and the Warriors all year long, so what do you think?
Well, last year in the playoffs there, the Suns made me money. I backed them throughout the playoffs, and obviously they won. So they won me money last year. They've won me money this year. They're one of my teams. Like, not obviously, like I don't really have a basketball team because I don't really watch basketball. But Phoenix and Golden State are my two bet-on teams. When I see them playing, I want to bet on them. However, despite how horrible Detroit is, Phoenix by 12, that's a lot. 12 points is a lot, especially without Booker in the lineup. So I am going to be passing, but I'll be rooting for the Suns. Go Suns, go.
Yeah, we could root for the Suns just not to cover that 12-point spread. Actually, I got it at 12.5, so.
I can't see them losing the game. But obviously you can't bet their money line because I'm sure it's like minus like 100 million. So there's no point in probably
Suns on the money line is 750.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
All right, so Lex, this is for each game. He likes the under in that Bulls game. We don't mind it. Keep in mind that one dropped a lot. That was at a 213.5 last night when we did Total Chaos. It's down to 210, so be careful with that one. Under 215 for the Milwaukee game, I will disagree with you. My numbers tell me that this one will go over, but hey, you never know. You never know. Over 212.5, that's for the Oklahoma City Thunder game. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I'd have to lean towards the under because the under, going unders only benefits the underdog because I feel like that they're going to keep it close, but the favorite doesn't score as many. So I would lean towards the under. And when it's a little bit lower points, the underdog has a better shot at covering. So we go with that one. Over 208 between Detroit and Phoenix. That one's a little bit sketchy. I just don't know if Phoenix scores enough to do that because I know Detroit's offense is not all that good. So I don't know. We'll see. What's up, fellas? Tough NBA slate. You'll be avoiding it. That's fine. That's fair. He said deep 30. Yes, I did. No Booker, so ugly game. Thinking Detroit. So no Booker, and you think Detroit scores under 98.5 points. That's fair. That's fair. I could definitely see that one being a 90 to 86 type game. Yeah, that's definitely possible. The total goes way under against a bad Detroit team. But that is all of the you have to. I have Nick's place from yesterday. What? No, I don't.
Yeah,
yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I wasn't going to make a big deal of it. I was going to just try to tell you because I wanted to know what he was on today. Like I was going to.
Oh, crap. Then I didn't put his plays in. Sorry. Thank you, Terry, for reminding me. I copied it, and I guess I just didn't put it in. I thought I put it in. I guess not.
Yeah, it was Nick's place from yesterday. Because I'm like, what? I don't see those teams. And then I saw.
You know what? I might have put them in, and then forgot to mess. I forgot to mess with them. Like and then forgot to press enter or something.
Oh.
And then he said to add New New Orleans don't play today. What did you text me?
Football.
Oh, yeah. Nick wants the Saints +6. Got it. All right, there you go, Nick. My bad. I forgot to put Nick's stuff in. I appreciate that. I got Memphis under 215 last night. There you go. That's your thing. Tampa Bay rematch over 5.5. That's fair.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to it.
Well, yeah, we're gonna go through the games, and I got distracted for a minute. Gonna go pull up. No, you're good. You're good. I had to fix the problem that was in the chat. So we'll go ahead and get into some NHL action. The St. Louis Blues are in Tampa Bay facing off against the Lightning. I think I spelled Lightning right. Okay, good. Lightning are a 147 favorite, total of 5.5. Where are you looking in this one?
Well, I'll just go over my stats here. I got everything written down. Tampa Bay is 7-3-2 at home this season. They're coming off 2 losses now to Minnesota and St. Louis. However, both losses are against teams they don't do well in Minnesota or St. Louis in past history. So I kind of predicted those 2 losses. Now they're going back home to face this Blues team. They just faced this Blues team, and they blew a 3-goal lead. St. Louis won in the shootout. This is a revenge game. Tampa Bay is going home now. It's going to be Vasilevsky in net for Tampa instead of Elliott, who was in net last game. Binnington has not been confirmed for St. Louis. Give me Tampa Bay -150. It's a little juicy there, but Tampa Bay -150. They are the better team. There's huge revenge factor here facing the Blues in their last game. So give me Tampa Bay to win.
I like it. I know. I remember that. I remember their last game because me and Nick were on the Blues and they came back and we won that bet. It was fantastic. So but yeah, Nick is on Tampa Bay in this one. He got it at -130 last night, so he got a good line on it. So that's at least good. To the chat for a minute. Good morning, everyone. Morning, Tim. Morning, Terry. Good morning. Good morning. A bunch of overs last night. Yes, they were. Cashed in last on Rangers. Yeah, Oilers. We were on the opposite side. That kind of sucked. That Pittsburgh one. Team total over for the Kraken. There you go.
Go Oilers.
Hey, we can't win them all. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and keep moving on. The Ottawa Senators are in Carolina facing off against the Hurricanes. Hurricanes, a massive 3-13 favorite in this one, total of 6. Where are you going with this one, Terry?
This is a pass for me. I'm just quickly bringing up the stats because I don't have them written down because it was a pass. Carolina is still without Brett Pesce and Tony DeAngelo, as well as Ethan Bear. So 3 of their top 6 defensemen are still out. However, Carolina has won 4 of their last 5 at home versus Ottawa. In net today, Anton Forsberg for Ottawa. He's 1-4 with a 4.44 goals against average. So he's allowing almost 4.5 goals a game. And a .883 save percentage. So Forsberg is not very good for Ottawa at all. But Carolina with the defenseman out, I still don't want to back them, especially being this huge of a favorite. Mm-hmm. Antti Ranta is in net for the Canes, 3-0-1, 2.36 goals against average. So he's doing pretty well to start the season. It is a pass for me right now. I might take a small look at Carolina team total. And if that doesn't work, then I'll probably look at some player props for this game. Just because Ottawa's Forsberg is horrible. Like they actually put Matt Murray, who they signed to a 5-year contract last year, I believe, when they traded for him. They sent him to the AHL. So they demoted him and let every team have a chance at picking him up for free. And no team picked him up, so he got sent to the AHL. Why they would send Matt Murray and keep Forsberg up doesn't really make much sense to me. But Ottawa is not a very well-ran organization, so this would make sense. Pass, look at Carolina player props, and maybe look at the Carolina team total.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, even if you wanted Carolina minus 313, which, yeah, they're 319 now. That's just not a spot I would want to get. I would never lay that much on any team, no matter what. Carolina on the puck line is a minus 135. It's kind of the same deal. It's kind of, and their team total is 3.5 at minus 160.
Yeah, I got my minus 155, so still not.
Yeah, that's just, there's no way I would be interested in going after this Hurricanes team at all. If you're going to do it, you probably have to like parlay two pieces, like parlay the puck line with the team total or something. If you could, actually, I don't know if you can, but no, this is probably not a spot. Maybe try to, if I know I don't try to advocate parlays, you would have to parlay the Carolina Hurricanes with something else, whether or not that's the Panthers today against Buffalo or maybe the Wild or something. It's just not really anything that you'd be able to straight bet. So
definitely player props, because they're all plus money except for two of them. So I'll definitely have some player props because Forsberg is letting in almost 5 goals a game.
Yeah,
of course.
And maybe look towards an over.
Possibly, but Ottawa is possibly 6. I don't like the 6. I'll be looking at player props like Svechnikov to score and stuff like that. I'll be looking at the stats and then I'll post picks later. So check out my Twitter for my player props in this game.
There you go. You think the Wild get revenge tonight against the Devils, but I can't comfortably take the puck line or running line. What a revenge!
Wild actually beat New Jersey in the shootout in their last meeting. However, New Jersey has won 4 straight games in Minnesota. However, that was until 2018 was the last meeting. So obviously this is 2 completely different teams at this point. But
Canes puck line, you want to lay a little bit of juice on the puck line. You think they win by 3, then grab them minus 2.5. Where's that line? I don't have the alternative spreads. Yeah, I don't have the alternative spreads for that one.
I get minus 2.5 would be plus 130.
There you go. Pass on Carolina and Florida until they get healthy. On defense, for me, too much juice elsewhere. Fair enough. Canes puck line, Panthers puck line. Those are your handicap ton picks. Fair enough. Good luck today. I will say I'll be against you on something, and you'll see in a minute. Get the Chicago Blackhawks in Washington, D.C. taking on the Capitals in this one. Minus 195 for the Caps. Total is 6. You getting involved in this one at all? I know you love Chicago.
Oh, I'm getting involved in this one. I got some really nice stats for this game. Washington has won 8 games in a row at home versus Chicago. 6 of those 8 games, they won by 2 or more in the 6 of the 8. And they scored 4+ goals in 7 of the 8 wins. So Washington has totally dominated Chicago in Washington. Washington is scoring 3.73 goals a game at home this year, so almost 4 goals. And Chicago is allowing 3.7, almost 4 goals. Washington has scored 4+ in 4 straight games. So as you can probably guess where I'm going with this one, give me Washington in regulation minus 130. Give me Washington minus 1.5 plus 120. Give me Washington team total over 3.5 minus 120.
Yeah, I will say Nick is all over Washington as well. He's got them. He's got the team total and he's got the puck line. So he's all over that one as well. I will say I have bets on all 5 of Nick's premium plays today in hockey. So I got money on hockey today as well. So I'll be paying attention to it. But hey, it was it's a lighter college basketball day. We have like 7 plays, so I have to have money on something. So yeah, So, yeah, Washington is one of the ones I had money on as well. Caps in regulation. We just took the puck line, a little bit of plus money. Ovechkin, anytime scorer, that's kind of like a free square at this point.
Yeah.
Cap should cover puck line, but why risk it in a parlay? True. Under 6 in Canes, under 5.5 in Islanders, Caps and reg. I like it. Why not? We'll go ahead and jump into the next game. We get the Colorado Avalanche in Montreal facing off against the Canadiens. Colorado minus 192 favorites for this one. 6.5 is your total in this one. I believe that was a 6. Yeah, it was a 6 last night. It's gone up to a 6.5 now. Where are you looking in this one?
This game, again, I don't have it up here because it was going to be a pass. Montreal's won 3 of their last 5 at home against Colorado, including a 10-1 smashing. So obviously Montreal is a lot different.
I'm sorry, 10-1?
Yeah. Montreal defeated Colorado 10-1.
When was this?
It was Saturday, December 10th, 2016.
Oh, 20. Okay, never mind. Okay. Go ahead. Keep going.
They have won 3 of their last 5 against Colorado. This Colorado team has no goaltending. As I said previous to the season started, and I even did say it in the futures show I did with Nick, is that Colorado was a Kemper injury away from disaster. Kemper is injured. They have no goaltending. I have an Avs fan that is in my fantasy hockey group, and he was saying, "Oh, Johansson has been good his last 2 games, and he's going to do just fine." He led in 8 goals, or was it 8? Yeah, 8 goals. He led in 8 goals last night. So if that's fine, then well, I guess he's fine. But I'm assuming that he's going to be playing again because their backup goalie has never played an NHL game. This is just not a good spot for Colorado. They did get embarrassed last night, so they may come out here and try to obviously beat Montreal. Montreal's not a good team, not a team I want to back at all. But minus 150 for their plus 1.5. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do in this game. What I may do is, again, go to the player props. Today may end up being a huge player props day for me because I don't trust Montreal to win, but I don't like Colorado's goaltending. Maybe I look at Montreal team total, so that would be something to look at. But as of right now, no picks for me in this game.
Well, that makes me feel fantastic because one of Nick's plays today is Colorado on the puck line. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think you just got to look
that.
at it. I think we just got to look at it a different way of the difference in skill between the Montreal Canadiens and the Toronto Maple Leafs is significant. So I think that you could possibly see Colorado after last night's game come out just pissed off and come in and beat the ever-living crap out of Montreal. I think you could possibly see Colorado score 6-7 goals by themselves tonight and just beat the ever-living crap out of Montreal. That's what they want to come in and do. So if we come back tomorrow and this game's like a 7-2 type game, I cannot say I would be surprised. So I think Colorado – I just don't think Montreal's a good team. I really don't. Their record kind of proves it. They're 6-16-2 this year. They can't even win at home. They're 4-7-1 at home. So no, me and Nick are on Colorado on the puck line.
One thing to quickly mention though is Montreal fired their GM. They fired 3 people in their organization. Not their coach, but Montreal's coach needs to get fired as well. But that'll come when the new general manager gets hired. But yeah, so with those guys getting fired, it's possible Montreal might come out here and try to, like, it's possible they realize now that they have to step up. And that could give them a possible jump. But
there you go.
No picks for me in this game. Maybe some props later on.
Even Lex says it's a stay away game. NHL prop of the day. He likes a Chicago-Washington first score under 10.5 minutes. I don't mind that at
First
all.
goal in the first 10 minutes. A goal in the first 10 minutes. Yeah, I could see that for sure.
A Yurfie. Yeah, there you go. 2018. It's minus 165, though. He's all in.
Oh,
Likes that. Terry, where are you dropping your player props? I got some for the Stars tonight. He will drop all of his player props on his Twitter at Let's Go Wild Picks.
I haven't really been posting all my I haven't. No, I haven't. I've been just kind of keeping it.
DM him on Twitter. He'll let you know.
But no, I am planning on posting them later on today. So.
Cashed in on Rangers Philly last night. Same prop. There you go. Poll. We don't have a poll right now.
Nick?
Yeah, Nick's not even in the chat.
No.
But we get the best game of the night. The Buffalo Sabres, future Stanley Cup champions. They're just on a little bit of a rough stretch. Future Stanley Cup champions against a Florida team that's just awful. Florida Panthers, one of the best teams in hockey. Florida is a massive 278 favorite, total of 6. How about some Buffalo for the Cup? Am I right?
No, absolutely not. You're as wrong as you could possibly be. Yeah. I'm just trying to pull this up. Okay. So let me go through the stats here. Florida is 4-1 in their last 5 at home versus Buffalo, and also 8-2 in their last 10 games. Florida is averaging 4.31 goals a game at home, and Buffalo is allowing 3.56 on the road. Panthers are 12-1 at home, and Buffalo is 5-2 on the road. This is another kind of spot like that Washington game where the favorite should roll. I'm on Florida minus 1.5, minus 120, and Florida team total over 3.5, minus 140. This is just a good spot for Florida. They are one of the top scoring teams at home. The top 3 are Florida, Washington, and Minnesota, and all 3 are at home. And I'm on all 3 team totals. It's a good spot for Florida. They won their last game. They were losing to Washington, and they came back and won 5-4. Sadly, they won it in regulation, and my draw was killed by that, so that kind of sucked. But Florida is really good, and their head coach, a former Wild player, is doing a great job. And so Florida by 2, Florida team total over 3.5, and definitely no draw.
Send it. No, I have this one bet already. This was my one before the show. I don't know why, but I love choosing the ones that they're big. Like the spread is huge between these two teams, and I find it where that this one could be an overtime game, because I will say Florida started off the season great, and then their coach had to resign, got fired, whatever the hell happened to him, and then they just haven't been the same. They're still winning games. They just have not been the same. And I think that Buffalo can keep it close, maybe enough to get the draw. At the end of the day, it's a plus 410. So I'm taking a shot at it. I'm taking the shot, going with my gut. It was either that one or the Islander game. I chose to go with the big payout of plus 410. Let's go Buffalo today. Let's get this draw. There we go. That's what I'm doing.
No comment. But there's a good comment in the chat, so we'll get to that.
Yeah. Panthers minus 2.5. No. Over in the Sabres game. Yeah, maybe a 3-3 overtime game. That might not be a bad idea. What would it take you to hop off the Sabres bandwagon?
Very important question.
Excuse me. I've been a Mets fan my entire life. You think I'm going to jump off of a bandwagon after, 20 games? Come on. I've been a Mets fan since 99, so no. Definitely over. Yes, and it's all because of the Sabres. Go Sabres. Sabres plus a goal and a half. Money line minus a goal and a half. Minus 2.5 goals. They're going to absolutely – no, I got the draw.
How can they draw? They can't draw if they win by 2 or 3.
Yeah, but Buffalo plus 1.5. Money line minus 1.5. Minus 2.5 in the draw. Let's do this. They're all plus money. Might as well go after something. They actually are all plus money. The Buffalo Sabres puck line plus 1.5 is at a plus 100. So
But sometimes it's
Nick
better to
doesn't have
take the
anything in this
minus
game, right?
money.
No,
He's
Nick
on
doesn't have
Florida.
anything in this
Oh,
game.
he's
Yes.
on Florida at all?
No, he
Oh,
doesn't have anything in that game.
yeah. Colorado
No.
minus 5. He's Florida team total over 3.5.
All right. But he doesn't have he doesn't have him puck line. So there we go. So we get to see a 4-4 game between Buffalo and Florida. There you go. Actually, no, we get to see a 3-3 game go in overtime, and Florida wins in overtime. There you go. But we'll go ahead and move on. We get the San Jose Sharks in Long Island facing off against the Islanders. They're finally back, but are they actually? Do they have enough players right now? What's the deal with the Islanders? They're 125 favorites against the Sharks at home. 5.5 is the total. Who's in, who's out for the Islanders? Can we really trust this team right now?
Wow, sorry, breaking news. Holy,
Okay.
wow. Okay. So the first thing is that Jordan Binnington has been placed on COVID protocol. St. Louis's starting goaltender is on COVID protocol. So it will likely be Ville Husso tonight in net for them. He hasn't been he hasn't been bad at all. He's been pretty good this year. But I definitely do still like Tampa Bay. And this is the shocker right here. Kaapo Kähkönen is starting consecutive games for the Wild. I am pretty surprised that they're not going back to Talbot. I don't. That completely shocks me that they're not going back to Talbot. But Kaapo played well. It was against Arizona, but Kaapo has been playing better. But that kind of really surprises me that Kaapo is in net. So, wow.
There you go. But we'll get to that Minnesota Wild game next. Islanders, Sharks. What do we think of this
Islanders. I was leaning Sharks. I was going to bet the Sharks. James Reimer has been amazing. He's been playing awesome, but he's not in net today. It's Adin Hill, which doesn't really make much sense. I guess they're thinking, oh, we're facing the really, really, really crappy Islanders. We can just put our backup goalie in and he'll win. So I'm assuming that's their train of thought. Islanders have been absolutely horrible. I know they had COVID, but even before the COVID hit, the long road trip before their home opener, and they just haven't played well at all. It's kind of a disaster season for the Isles. I do obviously expect them to win a home game eventually. Mm-hmm. Eventually, they're going to break this losing streak. It could definitely be tonight, but I'm not putting my money on it. Not coming off the COVID protocol. I'm not going. And then I was leaning San Jose. I was going to bet San Jose, but not without Reimer. So it'll be a pass for me.
I will say this Islanders team looks like they're going to have most of their players back. Obviously, Brock Nelson will be out for the next 2 to 4 weeks. But other than that, Andres Lee has been cleared from COVID protocols. Ryan Pulock has also was moved from a injury reserve to long-term. Okay, Ryan Pulock will be out, though. He'll be out long-term as well. And David Pesce has been cleared from COVID protocol. So the only big ones, Brock Nelson and Ryan Pulock, which Ryan Pulock might be a big impact on the defensive side. I know Nick likes to fade the players, the teams that have defensive players out. So that's kind of a concern. And Brock Nelson has been out for a little bit, but most of their players are back from COVID protocol, so they'll at least have not half their team from the AHL. So at least that's a positive.
However, they haven't played a game yet.
But they haven't played a game since their COVID protocols. So, this one, I think, Nick passed on this game. He had nothing to do with it. Just want to see how the Island – it's kind of similar to when the Senators came back. He didn't bet that game either. They just want to see how they come back, and we'll see. It's going to be a big game, so we'll see with that one. We'll go back to the chat for just a minute. Reinik hat trick.
Reinhart for Florida.
Reinhart, sorry.
Yeah, Florida's going to smash Buffalo, so Reinhart hat trick sounds good.
Speaking of the Mets, how do you feel about them picking up Mad Max Scherzer? Yeah, I think that's going to be the Mets have the two best pitchers in the National League in New York now. So, and I still think the Mets are going to be the best team in New York next year. So that works. Mets will be an under team with Max. Mets were an under team without Max, so that's not really going to change much. Especially, if DeGrom's healthy, this Mets team is going to run away with the division. But not baseball time yet. We still have. Oh, they're in lockdown now. They have the Players Association and the league are going and trying to discuss the new player agreements, the whatever that's called. So they're in a negotiation for that. So right now they're in lockdown. There is no concern at the moment for them to be starting at the right time next year, but they are currently in lockdown at the moment. But back to hockey, because that's what's going on today. The New Jersey Devils are in Minnesota taking on the Wild. Wild around a 170 favorite in this game, total of 6. Nick actually agrees with you for once. Where are you going?
Well, I'm going where I've gone every other time I've been on the show and every game this season so far, except for one. There was one I didn't. I think actually no, I ended up did. Or no, there was one game I didn't. So there's one game I stayed off, but the goaltending news is kind of making me kind of feel uncomfortable a little bit because what people have been kind of saying is that Minnesota doesn't really trust their backup Kakinen, Minnesota coaching staff. So if that's the case, I don't know why they're starting him on back-to-back nights. Like I understand giving him the start versus Arizona to keep him playing, to keep Talbot kind of fresh, but they don't play till Saturday against the Leafs. So why Kaapo Kakinen is starting is kind of surprising to me, but I do like Kaapo. I do think he won 10 straight games for us last year. He played fantastic when Talbot was out. A little bit of a rough start this year, but he played well against the Coyotes. And yes, I know it's the Coyotes, but the Coyotes played a very good game. They did not look like the horrible team that they are. They did not look like that versus the Wild until the last half of the game, and the Wild were just too much for them. But New Jersey has won 4 straight games in Minnesota, but obviously this is a different Wild team. Minnesota is averaging 4.6 goals per game at home. New Jersey is allowing 3.13. New Jersey's lost 6 of their last 8 games, and the Wild are 8-2 at home this year. Give me Wild in regulation, minus 115. Minnesota, minus 1.5, plus 135. Minnesota team total over 3.5, minus 115. And Kaprizov over 0.5 assists, plus 120. I really like that bet. Kaprizov has been 14 points in his last 7 games. 4 of those were goals, so 4 goals and 10 assists. He's been racking up the assists. So at plus money, and all I need is 1 assist from him. I like it.
Yeah, I'm getting reports that Cam Talbot to the Vancouver. No, I'm kidding. He's just not playing in that. I wanted to see whether or not he was injured or what's the deal with him. And there's no news on him, so they're just, I guess, more comfortable with starting the backup. So I just wanted to get that information and just to see whether or not there was something wrong with Talbot.
Something could get posted after.
It could, and we might get a tweet or something in a little bit saying he's out because of blank. So we'll see with it, and at least Nick has the puck line on Minnesota. I guess he thought Talbot was going to play, but we'll see. Hopefully, he cashes because I got money on today's one.
I don't think he was really looking and saying, "Oh, Talbot's going to play." I don't think that was his main reason. Well, I don't know, but I'm assuming that's not one of his main reasons.
Probably he does look at the goalies. He does look at the goalies. So
yeah, but like Talbot obviously wanted to have been confirmed because he hasn't. He wanted to have been confirmed. So,
well, Nick likes to look at it because didn't the Wild play last night?
No.
No. Okay, then no. Then they would have been on a back-to-back. So, another question: do the Wild play tomorrow?
No, Saturday versus the Leafs.
Okay, then I don't
know.
So
it really most people would have been expecting Talbot. I was expecting Talbot.
Maybe they're just
what I'm
giving him a
reading,
little bit of extra rest,
that's
and
what I'm
then
reading. That's what I read in some of the comments is that they're just giving him
because
an extra day off.
they're only going up against the Devils, and they go up against the Maple Leafs on Saturday, so they want to keep them fresh for that game. Maybe that might
But I
be the
like
idea.
Capel, so Capel's been good. So
There you go. Kaprizov has been cashing that plus money 3 games ago. I started 2 units on him. There you go.
yeah,
My book don't do NHL props. Ours does, but they're not out yet. So, but we'll see. We got 3 NHL games left. The Boston Bruins are at the Nashville Predators in this one. This one's essentially a pick 'em. Bruins slight favorites at -115. Total of 5.5. What are you looking in this game?
Boston is without their head coach, who's in COVID protocol. Brad Marchand is still serving 2 games more in his 3-game suspension. Boston is not doing well at this point in time. Even though one of their beat writers, who's on one of the other shows that I watch, he is even fading Boston at this point. History shows Nashville's 5-1 in their last 6 at home versus the Bruins, and I think the wrong team is favored here. I think Nashville should be the favorite. So Nashville money line plus 100. They should be the favorites. So why not take them at plus money when, in my opinion, they should be the favorites? So that's what I'm doing.
I know Nick's on Nashville as well. It's one of his 5 better plays today, so I'm on Nashville as well today. Boston. I mean, I have no problem fading any Boston team. That is fine with me as a New York fan. I have no problem fading any Boston team. So Nashville today sounds good to me. 2 games left in this hockey slate. We get the Columbus Blue Jackets in Dallas facing off against the Stars. Stars have been playing pretty well lately. They're -190 favorites, total of 5.5. Are we going Dallas in this one? Or are we going for the underdog in Columbus?
I'm going Dallas. Yeah, they won 3 of their 4 meetings at home last year versus Columbus. In the 3 games they won, they scored 4 or more goals. Dallas has won 5 in a row and are 7-2-1 at home this year. They had that. They were having Dallas started off badly, and their head coach was asked what the heck's going on, and he said, "I know what the problem is. We're going to fix it." And ever since then, Dallas has won every single game except one, the game they got smashed by the Wild, which is going to happen when you play the Wild. So they shouldn't feel too bad. They did lose that game, but other than that, they've been winning and they've been scoring. So I'm only on Dallas regulation -115. I may take a small look at Dallas team total, and again, probably some player props. I try to focus on when I like a team total, then obviously I want to take, like if I like a team total over, then obviously I want to take some player props, because if I see goals, then that means there's going to be assists. I look more towards the assist props just because there's normally 2 assists with every goal. So there's more likely to be assists. There's more assists than there are goals. So that's why I try to look at the assist props. So I'll be on something. Dallas in regulation and then some props.
Yeah, Nick took it one step further and he went Dallas puck line. He's heavy on them today. He's also got the team total over for Dallas, so he's thinking Dallas goes off today. So I don't mind that at all. Dallas puck line is at a +115, so ride with that. I'm totally down for that one. So Dallas is going to be the play for Nick in this one. Hintz is on a tear. Hattie last game, goal tonight at +160.
Not bad.
Hi, Dad. How you doing? You're here for the last game. Real quick, my dad is still in the last Woody standing. That started Tuesday. He's gotten through the first 2 days when I got knocked out on the first day. So,
I'm even still in it. I usually I bet I always do the Wild in the first one, and then I win. But the second day, I always lose. I've lost every single time.
You went with Rangers yesterday, right?
But I went with Rangers in regulation, so
yeah,
I
there
won
you go.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm guessing you're going Minnesota in regulation today.
Probably, I probably should just to keep up with my normal.
Yeah, you kind of have to. You can't bet against them. Just like in the hockey contest on the Facebook page. I'm not allowed, if Buffalo's playing, I'm not allowed to bet against Buffalo. That's one of the rules that Lenny put in store for me. Is I'm not allowed to bet against Buffalo in hockey contests. No, probably not. But it's hockey. I don't care. We get final game of the day. Calgary Flames in Los Angeles facing off against the Kings. Flames around a 138, 140 favorite in this one, total of 5.5. Last game, where are you looking?
Calgary 6-1-1 in their last 8 games. LA is 1-6 in their last 7. Calgary is 9-2-2 on the road. They're a fantastic road team. Calgary has been playing awesome. Los Angeles isn't. It's an easy play for me. Calgary money line minus 140, and Calgary in regulation plus 105. I just see Calgary winning, and
yeah. I'm surprised Nick laid off this game. He's normally heavy on Calgary.
He was leaning LA when I was talking.
He was leaning at because I know he had a prop of Calgary's. I was about to say Super Bowl Stanley Cup at like plus 5,000 or something, 50 to 1. But I'm surprised he didn't go out there. But hey, I'm all right with that. Let's move.
All the comment in the chat.
Markstrom.
That's why he didn't want to bet LA.
Yeah.
That's why he said he wasn't gonna. He didn't really want to. He was thinking about LA, but because Markstrom, he doesn't want to.
I'm sniffing that puck line in the Stars game. They have puck line everyone but the Yotes in Arizona. There you go. Iraq, yeah. Yeah, you'll figure out your play for today, right? No, I got you. Hi, awesome people. Hi, CSM. How you doing? That was Marsham. And my bearded dragons in the chat saying, waking up late, but had to stop in and say hi to the people in my favorite show. There you go, Java. Enjoy your crickets today. All right. We'll go ahead. That is all the games for today. So we've made it through the slate. Before we jump into everything, if you guys can do the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. I'm typing something real quick. Check out all the links in the description below, especially the first link because the ESB website is up. If you use this code, and it's linked down in the description, you can get our 7-day pass for $49. Me and Nick have been absolutely killing it in college basketball. We're at 49 units this year, and we're just getting started. So $49 for a week pass. Bet all the college basketball. You're gonna have a profitable time throughout that week. So that's linked in the thing. That's only on the Earle Sports Bets site, though. If you're getting anything from me and Nick, that's all. Go over to the Earle Sports Bet site and get it. You can still get it on Picks and Parleys. Go to the Earle Sports Bet site. It's better. Go. And then check out Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays. And our merch is all linked down below for you guys, so go check that out. You can check out Terry at Let's Go Wild Picks on Twitter. Make sure you go follow him. And speaking of the Picks and Parleys, Craig did a show earlier. Me and Terry live now. Higgs should be live now. I'm going to go ahead and grab his link and throw it in the chat so that you guys can go over and say hi to him afterwards. Allie, 1:30 for Morning Wood. And then game time decision at 6 o'clock today with me, Nick, and Allie. So you guys get that. And then there's probably plenty of Total Chaoses and all that stuff coming out tonight. So just stay tuned for a bunch of stuff. Lots of stuff from the Picks and Parleys, Earle Sports Bets, and Winning Free Picks channel. Recap for today. By the way, I did put that in. Tony Pollard props. Why not? He's been killing it. Recap for today. For me, I'm on the Dallas Cowboys, New Orleans Saints under 47 in that game. For the NBA, I like the Bulls -2. I forgot to put that in my scroller. Milwaukee and Toronto over Oklahoma City +9, and Detroit +12.5. If you guys are interested in some European basketball, the first one already started, but the second two start at 12:30 and 1 o'clock. If you guys are interested in that, I'm not pronouncing those names. I just ran totals for them. And then for Nick, I'm going to just have it up on the Twitter, so that's a little bit easier for me to read. Nick today is on Tampa Bay -130, Carolina team total over 3.5, Washington puck line -1.5 +115, team total over 3.5, Colorado puck line, Florida team total over 3.5, Wild puck line, Wild team total over 3.5, Nashville on the money line, Dallas puck line, and Dallas team total over. And then the NBA, Nick likes the Milwaukee game to go over. He likes Toronto +4, Oklahoma City +9, and Portland -5. He's also on the Saints for the NFL for tonight. And then for you, Terry?
No NFL, no NBA, only NHL today. Florida -1.5. Florida team total over 3.5. Washington in regulation. Washington -1.5. Washington team total over 3.5. Tampa Bay money line. Nashville money line. Minnesota in regulation. Minnesota -1.5. Minnesota team total over 3.5. Kaprizov over 0.5 assists. Dallas in regulation. Calgary money line, and Calgary in regulation.
There you go. Look who decided to stop on by. Mr. Detroit Lenny. Hope you reached Arizona safely. Good luck to your daughter with her surgery. So best of luck there. Thanks, guys. You all the best. You too, Nathan. Thank you guys for all stopping by. That should wrap it up for today. Yeah, smash the like button, guys. And check out the Earle Sports Bet site. Even if you don't buy anything, just go over there. Check it out. It's finally up and running, finally launched. We're super excited for it. So if you guys want to go over, check it out. There's not much on it for right now. We're going to start putting up our free pick stuff and everything on there eventually. It's still a work in progress, but there's a bunch of stuff over there. So at least go check it out. See the site. We appreciate all the support. Sorry I'm late. Well, you can watch the stream back. We're heading out now. It's going to wrap it up for today. Once again, follow Terry. Let's go Wild Picks on Twitter. But until next time, let's make some money, cash some bets, get the NFL, NBA, college basketball, not college football today, NHL. So that's all the stuff for today. Thank you guys for watching. Of course, Lenny, hit the like button. Like and indulge.
Smash it.
And that's going to do it. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.